Now, what is your view on since you're kind of away, so your perspective of kind of what you see from afar from Memphis is maybe a little different because you're kind of, you see things from another view because you're out there in LA and stuff. So how do you see the state of Memphis, from your lens, from where you at?
Are we talking about as a team, or are we talking about as a city?
City first. We get to the
All
team.
right. So here's my thing. Memphis has all of the tools to be a large metroplex, a large city, and
In which we work. That's why we telling people before. Like,
man,
when we grew up, like,
yeah. I tell people all the time, I feel like this ain't the same city I grew up in. Cause when in the '90s, when Harrington was in office, and this is not to say
Willie, get the hell out of my office.
This is not to say that he everything that he did was right. Cause at one point he became king.
He was
he was but he had things jumping, bro. Like, I just remember it was like a lot of black excellence going on in the city.
Right.
And specifically, I remember it was a program that he had installed with FedEx. And so kids would be able to come when they were teenagers, like, and working age, and be able to work on the administrative side. So not necessarily at the hub and things of that nature, but you got to learn the operations of FedEx, and how you could potentially become, an integral member of this corporation. You know what I'm saying? But that was a program that he spearheaded because he wanted to make sure that kids had summer jobs and they were productive with their time outside of school.
That was another thing, them summer jobs, boy.
Man, and I remember, like, my class was like one of the last few classes that was able to be exposed to that. And so I just remember what they did for me, particularly that summer, but then also what they did for my work ethic overall.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But now, the city, I feel like it's regressed, and I feel like it was doing that prior to me getting ready to.
And who's the mayor we have now?
A thief.
Yeah, I mean, but like, the guy.
Strickland. I think
yeah.
Strickland. But we just had a.
And then they had the coon. I mean, not the coon. I mean the
You talking about
right? Yeah.
I know you talking.
Samuel Jackson from Django.
I
Steven.
Yeah.
What's his name?
I know you're talking.
It's two letters in the alphabet that he goes by.
Oh
yeah,
I can't think.
Is he making a run for something?
I don't. Yeah.
I can't think of his name.
Right got now. Like 5, 7.
But we just voted just past Tuesday for those seats.
He's had
mayor, county,
all gray hair since
councilman and stuff like that.
He was in his 30s.
Hey man, don't do that, man.
I said all gray. No.
You good? You got the.
That man was like the Black Colonel Sanders. Stop it. Without the beard.
No, that ain't who I'm thinking about. Then.
Yeah, I can't even think of his name right now. Maybe Gordon. That's his name.
Hey,
I don't know why I'm.
I was like, come on, man.
That's the man. That's the man that gave me the key to the city. Man.
That's the discretion, and he the one that let them steal it from you.
Be quiet.
Yeah, I'm a hold my tongue.
No, but he let them steal it from you.
Yeah, I remember Ward. That's what I was thinking about.
He didn't speak up when you was coming back.
Nah, he could have done more.
Right. But that was just for the cameras.
It just is what it is.
Man, we don't fool with that pandering. You ain't got to say it. I'm going to say it.
Say you going to say it?
No, he didn't say it. Just so y'all know, Playerpreneur didn't say it. And guess what? I'm 100% sober. This is not all yak. I have cranberry juice and Coca-Cola. I'm good.
I don't lie to the people, right?
No, come on now. When have y'all
don't lie to the people.
No.
Don't lie to the people.
No. Don't do it. Cheesy, don't do it. Don't do it.
So, but I agree with you.
But them two, though. Strickland and freaking,
You talking about,
AC, they what fucked it up.
Yeah.
But I will say this. There have been a lot of developments since I've been gone.
Yeah, a lot, yeah. When did you leave again? What year did you go?
I left in November of 2015.
Okay, so you've been about 7 years.
The first time I came back was like 6 months after I had left. And I remember literally the first step I took off the plane, I seen my boy that I played football with, David Taylor. Shout out to you, man, if you see this. But he was like, man, why you come back to this motherfucker, man? He was like,
Right.
I was like, bro, don't kill my vibe. Like, as
Right.
soon as I get off the plane, you know what I'm
Wow.
saying?
Yeah.
But I was telling her, like, it feels like there's a lot of hopelessness in this city. And I hate that because it's a city of, my mama says this all the time, it's a city of perpetual potential.
Yeah.
And they're like, literally, we just need what it is. And I've realized this going through the process with I Am Memphis. City government has to get out of the way.
Message.
And what I mean by that is, bro, like, they have people that make decisions that don't know what they're doing. They pay for consultants to come in from out of town when it's people here that know exactly what the problem is. And they're paying these people exorbitant amounts of money to solve the problems in the city of Memphis, but we see that the city is kind of stagnant. You know, like I said, there's a lot of new developments, but that's where the money is going to.
Yeah.
When if you just poured that money into the people of the city of Memphis, that don't mean cut everybody a check. That means give the people that's doing the work the necessary opportunities and resources to be able to build the city up. Because this city has people that are ready, willing, and capable of taking this to the next level.
You said something interesting though, like you said that the government has people that don't know what they're doing. Like, name one government anywhere where people who knew what they were doing were making decisions. Like, the most qualified president that we've had, like, in the last 60 years, like, what did they let him do?
They basically handcuffed him.
No, I mean, they let him pass the transgender rights bill and the gay marriage thing, like, and that's good. You know what I'm saying? That's progressive. But like in terms of helping us become better as a nation or as a country. You know what I'm saying? Because I believe that everybody, regardless of your sexual orientation or creed or race or religion, you deserve to be treated like a human being, right? But in the grander scheme of making us more productive as a country, like, what did they handcuffed him? And they used a black man so that all of the conservative white people could get mad and say, "Oh, look, that nigga let gays get married, and that nigga let transgender use," like, that's all they let him do.
And on the flip side, they also allowed that to be the catalyst for the discussion of, oh, the racism doesn't exist.
Exactly, because we elected a nigga in office. Yeah. The only reason they didn't vote John McCain in is because when they asked him to vote and raise his hand, he couldn't. And everybody knows John McCain couldn't lift his hands up because of, and I'm not bashing John McCain, he's a war hero, but he could not lift his arms up. Y'all know that ain't no joke or no shade. But like you said, to your point, you have a lot of people here, the people who do know what they're doing, they handcuff, and they only want people that they can control.
I think they're trying to filter out some of the greed that was been here, because a lot of that stuff had to do with the greed too that was in the city, as far as, you know, it's been, especially when the Fords were here and stuff like that, like a lot of money and stuff under the table that were going, kind of to your point, going into the wrong hands, and, you know, really Fords. Yeah, that's it, right? Yeah,
I delivered mail to one of their houses.
But I think, yeah, to your point, I think we're getting on the right track. Everything you said was pretty much on point, because I think now with some of the stuff that they're trying to do with, next I want to get your view on the Grizzlies, because then the Grizzlies are going to help the economy and they'll make it to where we need to, you know, make it to be, because Memphis is unique because we've always been a city that has a port to like 4 different states.
No, it's not just that, dude. It's like, so, you know, I was a rampage now at FedEx, right? Memphis is a city that you can get to by water, Mississippi River, right? Flight, and where we sit, train, bus, truck. Like, so we are a hub for every mode of transportation, whereas other cities you might can do flying, but you don't have water or train.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You might can do train, you know, and water, but you don't have a good, big enough airport. You know what I'm saying? People don't understand. We look at Memphis International Airport, but UPS and FedEx, they're all out on those grounds. Like that airport out there is all like UPS and FedEx is also out there. And then now Amazon is getting out there. And to your point, like
don't play with them.
You got Amazon coming in. Like it's a new I don't know who Staples got bought out by, but like Staples is down here. Nike. They're bringing a Sprint thing down here. Yeah. The Chrysler thing that they're moving to Mason, which is like what, less than an hour away from here.
They got Ford going there too.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? So like where we are, to your point, like it's a hub.
I mean, it's perpetual, like you said, perpetual potential. So it's just a matter of really kind of putting it all together. So I think in that, with not going to the Grizzlies and how that could really help not only downtown, because you know they're building like a whole kind of new infrastructure downtown with I think the adding to the Beale Street Landing and then some new
moving niggas out.
Right. Hotels and doing stuff like that. But like I said, it's to be seen. I said 2 to 3 years, I think Memphis will look totally different.
Keep it presidential.